Hello. So I'm currently on a 21-day challenge. Basically pick something for 21 days and do it, and my thing is recording on YouTube. So if you look at my videos, you've seen like it's been day 1, day 2, day 3, so this is day 4. And on Mondays I usually do a Maame Monday where I come and talk to you guys about a topic or just share my life experiences with you guys. But I just wanted to, before I get right into the Maame Monday aspect of this video, I wanted to share with you guys what I ate. So from yesterday's video, I said that I was not going to be eating solid foods, well, carbs mainly. I was going to be eating fruits and veggies, and I stuck to it today. So I'm a huge sweet tooth. But today I didn't have any like fake sugars or anything. I just had pear, 3 bananas with peanuts. I know, right? Peanuts is crazy. A little bit of coconut flakes, like literally like not even a handful. I just tasted it, so I wanted to just let you guys know literally exactly what I had. And I had 5 eggs. So I had 3 eggs fried with just 1 yolk in it, and then 2 boiled eggs. Literally with the boiled eggs, I did not use the yolks either. Literally that's all I had today. And on my last bottle of water to get to 1 gallon a day. So that, yeah guys, that's the update I wanted to get you guys for my 21-day challenge slash not eating. So let you guys know, because I said I was gonna let you guys know what I ate today. So let's jump right into the video. I know today's video is gonna be so exciting. I hope that this video helps somebody out there. It's just me sharing my testimony and me just sharing where I am in my journey with Christ, where I used to be, you know, the ups, the downs. And I'm gonna be really raw with you guys, because this is something that I wanted to talk about, a situation in particular, but I felt like just putting out that situation in particular doesn't, like, it doesn't do any justice, you know, like it doesn't, you know, there's a story to a story. So I was like, you know, why not tell you guys this whole story? So this is gonna be a lengthy video. I'm not even gonna lie to you guys. I'm gonna try to talk like 15 minutes, 10, you know, but I just wanted to just, you know, share, because I always feel like it's more to share. So you're like, Mommy, stop talking too much, you jump in the video. Okay, so when I'm gonna start from the beginning, right? So beginning when I was a freshman, like when I first came to college, you know, like I was a Christian, you know, like I'm still a Christian, you know, love the Lord. I took a year of guys and stuff, so it was great, you know, taking a year of guys. I got to focus on God, so everything was just like God. Literally when I saw guys just looked like regular human beings to me, you know, like I didn't think like, oh my God, he's cute. You know that feeling sometimes when you see a guy like, ooh, he's cute. Like honestly, I kid you not, everyone just looked the same. I was like, okay, cool, like, you know, I didn't find anyone cute, whatever. And after the year, after that I took, you know, after the year I took off guys, going to my sophomore year, I was like, you know, maybe I might be open to talking to a few people here and there, you know, a few brothers in Christ, you know. And I met a guy, right? So I met this guy through, if you watch my previous videos, you know what guy I'm talking about, because this guy like seemed to have played a huge part in my life. And in a sense, you know, I thank God for that, because if that guy did not enter my life, I wouldn't say like necessarily be where I am today, but my eyes wouldn't open. I wouldn't do some things that I'm doing today. And you know, like no matter what, I don't always like to bash people, because I feel like people play an important role in your life, be it good or bad. So I met this guy, you know, we were really cool friends, you know. I think we were just mutually really attracted to each other. So once this guy came in my life, like, you know, I'm not blaming it on him, but literally like my Christian life started to drop, right? Because I was doing some things that I wasn't doing, you know. I was like, oh my God, he's cute, but we were literally just friends, right? So in everything we did some things, some some non-Christian things that we're not supposed to do. By the way, it's not sex. I am a virgin, a 21-year-old virgin. So just put that out there so don't think, oh girl, she has sex. I did not. But you know, there's other things you can do than having sex. Yep, I said it. I want to be vulnerable in this video, so I'ma just, you know, yeah. So after that situation happened, it was one of those things that I wanted to get away from, right? Because I knew deep in my heart that what I was doing was not right. It was not godly. It wasn't something I would be proud of. It wasn't something that like I want to tell my kids one day. Because I was a firm believer in doing things the right way, you know, like meeting the guy, waiting till marriage, have sex, you know. I'm still that believer, but you know, like, you know, we're humans. I like to tell people like, I'm human, I'm not perfect, I'm not a stick. If you put yourself in such situations, you're going to fail. If you place yourself in a situation with a guy that you're highly attracted to, what do you think is gonna happen? You guys are just gonna sit and read the Bible together? I kid you, I think not. Like, that's just not realistic. And I always kept on putting myself in those situations. And you know, like after that, like I would just cry like, oh my God, God, this happened, forgive me. And after a while it became numb, because I was doing it over and over and over and over again. And I knew damn well like sis wasn't supposed to be doing this at all. Like it wasn't like news to me, you know. And it's crazy because I would have friends who do these things, I'll give them advice, but like I needed to check myself. So long story short, it got to a point where I was like, you know, I'm tired, I don't want to do this anymore. I was gonna be 21. I was like, yeah, I'm tired, I need to cut you off. And we'd had a conversation about it, so we both kind of agree, like, you know, yo, like we can't be doing this anymore, you know, like. And he was really, really respectful about that, right? We had a conversation, but guess what, we still failed because we weren't really like applying, like we weren't like being strict about it. It was one of those things that you say, you're like, oh yeah, I'm not gonna do this, but then it's like, oh okay, happened one time, slide, you know. So it's kind of like I wasn't taking myself serious, and I feel like he wasn't taking me serious because I'm like, I want to stop this, but it's like, you know, we keep going back to square one. So I was like, okay, well, I need an accountability buddy, right? I need someone who's gonna like keep me accountable all the time, who's gonna be like, sis, you know, I needed that strong, firm, like that strong hand to be like literally slap me, like, girl, what are you doing, like, you know. So I contacted my friend, and so my friend, like, you know, kind of knew about me and this guy, whatever. So I contacted my friend. I was like, hey, you know, this is what's happening, whatever. So prior to everything happening, I prayed to God, like, you know, like, I want to change, I want to get back to where it all started loving you, you know, all that stuff, that the good stuff that I used to do. And I told God, like, you know, God, I need you to eliminate some people from my life that are not supposed to be in my life. Like, I know it's one of those tough prayers that you pray, like, God, if they're not for me, like, I need them to bamoo, I need them to bounce like away. So I prayed that prayer. So I contact my friend, right? And I'm like, hey, you know, I need you to assist, like I need you to be like the helping hand, like I need you to slap me about the situation. And I told her everything, and she's like, yeah, you know. So later on I found out that drum roll. So I found out that sis slept with this guy, right? And in the beginning I was like, okay, I didn't know what to feel or what to think, right? And you know, the first thing as a Christian you do is like, okay, forgive and forget, it's okay, it happened, you know. But at the same time I was like, you what, you where, you who? So I'm not even gonna lie, but like it really hurt me in a sense. Like I was crushed. I was like, whoa, like this did not really happen. So literally this all happened before my 21st birthday, and I prayed a prayer like, God, I need you to eliminate some people from my life, and this is all happening. And I was like, God dang, like these are the two people that are like close to me, like literally, like we were like all like, we were like tight, right? And it was one of those things, I'm like, damn, God, I prayed this prayer, but really, Jesus, like, are you serious right now? But God's like, I mean, you did pray that prayer, you're not answering your prayer. So it was one of those things that it hurt to the core. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Even though I had made up my mind, like, you know, I want nothing to do this guy anymore, we're just gonna stick to strictly friends. But literally after that boundary was crossed, there was no going back. Like there was no way I was gonna be like, I couldn't be friends with them anymore, right? And in the beginning I had rushed through the forgiveness process. I had rushed through things because it was a Christian thing to do, forgive and forget, move on, you know, all that stuff. But I wish, in going back to the situation, I wish I would have taken time to sit back, process it, and then truly forgive. Because I felt like in the beginning process, when I said I forgive, I really did not forgive. And I would see them and I would get irritated. I'd be like, oh, I hate you, you know. So it's one of those things, like I felt like that for a while, you know, for a while. And it finally got to like literally, so my whole life changed. I used to live in a single apartment by myself. It was a huge house and it had so many memories and stuff, and literally I felt like I needed to uproot to do something else. So then I applied to become an RA, and still that was a transition, like, you know, having these people in my life, seeing them almost every day, to not really talking to them anymore. It was like, it hurt. I'm not even gonna lie to you, like it hurt. And then through that season, like God showed me so much about myself. Like he literally dealt with me. When I say dealt with me, but then in everything there's a ministry birth to it, through it. So I became an RA, thank you Jesus. One of the best decisions I've ever made. And I moved to a smaller space, because before my space was huge. So now it was like, where I moved to, as an RA you get free housing, so what I moved to was like literally half the size of my old apartment. But I was okay with it, because I was like, you know, this is the moment to really like get to know God and just him to just deal with me. And then he did that tremendously, and I had to battle with forgiveness, of like, you know, forgiving my friends, because I'm just like, I can't be mad at them forever. And it's one of those things that is like, if God can forgive me for my sins, why can't I forgive them for what they did? That does not necessarily mean that I need to be all buddy up with them. Just because we are Christians doesn't mean we have to be really like naive to like certain things and stuff. Like, you know, if an ant bites you, you're not gonna go to the same place for the ant to bite you. You're gonna be cautious about it. So in so saying, like, you know, I had to forgive them, but then I was like, okay, I'm gonna forgive you, but we're not about to be buddy like up, like it will never go back to how it used to be. So after that, you know, it took me months to forgive, and I finally could get to a point where I can, you know, say hi and stuff, right? And the crazy thing about it, I'll catch this, right? So after everything happened, and I figured out, like, you know, I'm at a solid point, you know, where I'm okay to forgive. I find out that they're still doing it again, right? They're still banging each other. And you know, the crazy thing, at this point, I don't care about him anymore like that, you know, like he's cool. With her, I don't really talk to her anymore. So me finding out, I was like, dang. You know, it hurt me in a sense, because I'm just like, I had finally got to a place where I forgave you guys, you know. And one thing that, like, with me, little things get to me, right? So one thing that like really like got to me was like, you guys said it was a mistake, you said it wasn't gonna happen again, but this is still happening, right? So it made me reconsider like everything about friendships, about people. And it was like, wow, like, you know, was I not a good friend? You know, like, it made me like question things about myself. And you know, it was there that God picked me up, like, you know, like, sis, there's nothing wrong with you, you know. You can't expect, like, you can't expect, people are not always gonna meet up to your expectations, or people are not always gonna be who you thought they were. So it was one of those things that I'm just like, okay, you know. So after that happened, it took me a few months again to kind of get over it, to get to a point. And now I can truly 110% say that I have forgiven them. And through that incident, like, I've learned so much about myself, and God has like literally has dealt with me, and I felt like it had to happen for a reason. And you know, with that reason, like, it wasn't a pleasant feeling. I'm not gonna say and lie to you like, yeah, you know, my friends and I sat together and it was great, like, you know, yeah, totally. But it wasn't a pleasant feeling. But at the same time, I am grateful that it did happen, because I've learned so much about myself, and I've forgiven them 110%, because I'm like, if God can forgive me for my sins, why can't I forgive these people for their sins? Plus, we weren't like in a relationship or anything, we were just messing around. And it's kind of like you're messing with someone, and then your friend messes with a person, you know, like, I can't give you sex, but she can, okay, go for it, you know. It was one of those things. And you know, like, I have no ill feelings or any ill thoughts towards them, because I'm just like, we're all humans, we make mistakes. Yeah, it sucks, but then again, I can't hold that for the longest. And it took me a while for me to just let it go, because it was hurting me, not them. Literally, I was the one who's like all like and they're just over here chilling, you know. I don't know how they're feeling, but I just assumed that they're chilling. So forgiveness is not necessarily for the other people, usually it's for you. And that's what I learned. And so in that, like, you know, my journey in Christ was like really like, God really, I feel like that was like the moment God just slapped me back and just brought me back to where I used to be, like square one. And I rededicated my life to Christ after everything, because I felt like I really needed to. And you know, it's not been an easy journey. I'm not gonna sit here and saying after rededicating my life to Christ, I wake up every morning like, Jesus, like, I'm reading my Bible, I'm doing this, but I'm really being intentional about it. I feel like now in my journey, I'm currently trying to like find myself, find out who I am in Christ, you know, just saying words of affirmations in my life, and just, you know, being God's child, being great and trying to do things. And I think I'm taking a gap year of guys too, because I really need to focus on school. I need to focus on God, I need to focus on school, I need to focus on other things. And honestly, guys are a distraction. I'm not even gonna lie to you. They distract you. And at this moment in my life, like, I'm not here for it. It just literally, like, it just dawned on me, like, I need to take a gap year, or, you know, a year of guys. But then again, I'm not being so closed off too. But at this point, like, whatever like guy me, I'm like, hey, you know, I could be your friend. All I can offer you is friendship right now. Like, I cannot not be anything but your friend, because I need to work on myself. I need to mend my relationship with God. I need to work on it, and I cannot be a girlfriend or be whoever you want me to be when I don't fully understand who I am yet, when I don't fully, like, you know, I haven't fully got to know who I am yet, and I haven't fully, like, you know, worked on myself. Because there are some problems by myself, like I need to work on, and I'm just being realistic. And you know, I need to work on a lot of things, and I can't take that excess baggage into a relationship. So with people I talk to, I'm just like, hey, I could just be a friend. If you want to be friends, cool. If you're not, I'm sorry. That's all I can offer you right now. So at this point, literally in my life, I'm just working on myself, working on my relationship with God, you know, day by day. It's not been easy. Sometimes, like, you know, I go through these ups and downs. I don't want to do anything, but I have to remind myself, like, you know, I've come too far from where I've started from. God has been so good in my life. And just talking about this, just, you know, just brings back so many emotions, and just thinking of where, like, I was, like, and emotionally where I was to where I am now. I'm so grateful, because not everyone, you know, gets to go through these things and, you know, make it. Some people, like, will commit suicide and all that stuff. But I'm really grateful that God has kept me this far. And you know, although I have some bad days, I'm not even gonna lie, like I don't have perfect days all the time. Some days are just bleh, like I don't want to do anything. I just want to sleep. I don't want to pray. I just don't want to do anything. But day by day, I feel like it's getting better, and I'm thankful and I'm grateful to God for that. And yeah, guys, that's my little spiel story, where I am currently now in my Christian journey. And you know, if you guys have any comments, questions, leave them down below. And yeah, guys, that's it. I will see you on day 5. Oh my god, 5 days. We're almost halfway there in my 21-day challenge. I mean, not halfway, but we're close. I know guys, this was a lengthy video, but I apologize. It was one of those things that I wanted to talk about, and I didn't want to just like, you know, just say it out there like that. I felt like I needed to let you guys know where everything started and ended and stuff like that. So yeah, guys, I'll see you tomorrow.